fibe. Kedena rija wara. Rija wara fibe. Hana bisika. Hana girija rija. Hana girija wara. Rija wara fibe. Kedena rija wara fibe na South America. Kedena rija wara fibe na Australia. Kedena rija wara fibe na Uganda. Kedena rija wara fibe na Kenya. Kedena rija Ayamashi beletna fibeletna beletna Ayamashi beletna beletna. Follow me, would you really follow me? If I call, would you hold on me? If I call, would you answer me? Oh yeah, follow me, would you really follow me? If I call, would you hold on me? If I call, would you answer me? Yeah, leave me alone. I just wanna go back home. I don't wanna friends no more. I don't wanna find no more. Yeah, you should go. Bad energy, you should go. I don't wanna friends no more. I don't wanna find no more. Yeah. Baba Mafi, Sabi Mafi, Ana Mashi, Nina Mashi. Yeah. Baba Mafi, Sabi Mafi, Ana Mashi.
All right then, and you're welcome back on air. This is right here. We're going to be having a very special edition for you. We are joined by one of East Africa's most famous comedians of all time. That is none other than Kansiime.
One and only.
The one and only. And you're welcome.
My friend, I feel welcome. I landed here and I realized I fell in love easily. Because I landed and fell in love. It felt like I just tolerated in the aeroplane in Uganda and landed in Uganda.
Yes.
I never felt at home the way I felt at home when I arrived in this place.
And this is your very first time.
Very first
time to visit South Sudan.
I don't even know what I've been waiting for, but I dare you to invite me again and see.
Yes, we'll see what happens.
You come in a full combat.
Yes, and by the way, Anne is not alone. She is with her full team of the South Sudanese team right here in the studio. We have Irene Toes.
Yeah, baby.
Who has been missing for a very long time.
We are resurrecting people now.
Yes, she has come back now with a very brand new hit. Irene, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Irene, how does it feel to be in iRadio again?
It feels good. Like I'm always excited when I'm here. Yeah, so I'm okay. I'm fine.
Yes. All right, we're also having comedian Kiden, aka the youngest comedian in South Sudan.
Yeah.
Atwal Wahid. Kiden, you're welcome to iRadio.
Thank you.
Yes. What are you going to tell the fans out there that listen to you right now? They will listen to the voice of comedian Kiden.
I would like to tell them that I'm just here in iRadio, so excited because Aunt Kansiime is here with me and I feel great and I hope I want to be in future like her.
Okay.
Better.
Your role model is right in front of you. You're in the same room with your role model.
Imagine.
Yeah, how does it feel?
I feel great.
Yeah. All right. Also, we're having a very special guest joining us. He is also part of the Beledna show and he is a PR specialist. He is called Cliff. I know him as Cliff, so you're more welcome. You're most welcome.
Thank you very much, Kafuki. We are very excited to be here with Aunt Kansiime. I mean, this energy is just amazing. You cannot fail to be here. I'm already feeling like I'm in the show already.
Yes, we were prepping for the show, by the way.
And Cliff is responsible for making us look all so good tomorrow. You'll hear us clearly. You'll see us clearly. You'll see our mood is on point because it's going to make sure that happens.
All that happens.
Yes.
So how are you going to make that happen, Cliff?
Let me just say it's kind of our trade secret.
Yeah.
Because as Boomerang Creatives, we always pride ourselves in quality.
Yeah.
All the work we produce is top quality.
Yes.
And we have something packaged specially that we've not done before. The level of production, the teams, the cameras we're using, it's just going to be amazing.
Amazing. I mean, I trust you guys. Whenever you're involved, I always see amazing work that you guys do.
Yes.
You've done so much. You've also supported a lot of South Sudanese artists, by the way. We see the work that you do in the industry as well. Yeah, you've shot so many videos for a lot of South Sudanese artists. So what can we expect also from you to come?
You can expect just, I don't know how easier if I could physically say fire.
Yeah.
You just expect a very fire show.
Yeah.
That Anne is definitely going to bring down the house.
Yeah.
I mean, her energy, guys, her energy. If you just see her, you will just it's just amazing. Just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So expect really, really fantastic, a very, very fantastic show.
Okay. All right. That's Cliff right here. And he is also part of the Beledna show, which is going to be happening tomorrow, which Anne Kansiime is going to be joining. We're having a representative right here. Tell us, how did all this happen? Why did you guys pick Anne Kansiime in particular from the entire of Uganda, Kenya, everywhere? You picked Anne Kansiime. Tell us.
And I've been meaning to ask actually, what's Beledna?
Thank you so much, iRadio. We live in exciting moments, and this moment here is about the women. It's about the beautiful women of South Sudan, celebrating the women. Just imagine celebrating the women. Anne Kansiime is one of the best, let me say, in East Africa, in Africa, in the world. We have been watching Anne Kansiime. I mean, if we're celebrating the women, why not Anne?
Yes.
So that's the reason. And of course, comedian Kiden is here. So this is going to be a marvelous show. I can guarantee you guys.
Yes. Why did you call it Beledna? As she said, why the name Beledna?
Beledna is our country. So we're telling stories about, our country. We have had so many things. People talk about so many things about this country. But about our country is rewriting the stories of this land. The positive, We are celebrating women in business, in sports, in leadership, and of course many others. You know? So I think this is really something we can we can tap on.
All right, thank you so much. That is Moi, and he is coming here talking on behalf of the show that will be happening tomorrow, where Anne is going to be performing. And how does it feel like to be coming and performing for the South Sudanese people that are waiting to hear from you, the ones who've been watching you but have never seen you in real life? How does it feel like to you?
I feel like I am meeting a long-time lover for the first time, so there's pressure there. I know we love each other. I know we can't wait to show each other how much we love each other, but I think I'm shocked by how deeply I was received by Junubin. I swear. I expect an audience that is thirsty and hungry for a good time. I want us to tell each other stories. I want to tell them my healing stories. I've not been in so many places since lockdown, and so many things have changed. I entered lockdown single. I left engaged, an orphan, and a mother. Like I lost both my parents in a very short time, got a son, and got engaged.
Yes.
So I just want to share bits of myself that South Sudan does not know. I want us to love each other and be honest with each other. I even learned something. Yeah. Anabahik Junubi Sudan. Yes. I love you guys so much. I can't wait to learn some Arabic.
We love you too. And I can't Arabic is very good.
I really can't. It's so romantic. There's a man who was just reading headlines about bombs, but it sounded like they are loving me. I was nodding like, I'm like, even me, I love you. So I'm really crazy about Juba. You have no idea.
Yes.
And I feel like what I'm giving them, I'm getting even more folds back. So I just can't wait to get an opportunity to perform for them.
Yes. I mean, first of all, congratulations.
Thank
for those
you.
of us who watch you on social media, we're out there seeing what's happening with your life.
My ninjas.
Yes, we see you and we are very happy for you, first of all. You got engaged and you have a son. Congratulations for that. How is motherhood treating you?
Motherhood is, for me, the best qualification I have ever received in this world. There were so many things. They call you queen of comedy. They call you Owakabi. You're dangerous. But once you become a mom, you realize that it's probably the most important role, or I don't know. Like, I have an accolade. I'm a mom, and you can't take that away from me.
Yes.
It's one of those things you don't need to compete for. So I love what motherhood has given me, a stability in self.
Yes.
Knowing and loving each other, yourself so much, and being firm in your ideologies, because you have a human being that has to learn everything they know from you. So I love motherhood. It's been a blessing.
It's been a blessing. It's like one of those things for you, because everything you do is for you. Everybody else, they watch you on stage, they do so much, but this one is yours.
I'm telling you, when I'm looking at Selassie, I'm like, rule my emperor. Just continue ruling my life. Because I look at my son and he's the reason I confidently came here, knowing I'm going to have a good show.
Yes. So how, when you first landed in South Sudan, what was the very first impression when you landed like this?
So it wasn't as hot as I expected. I think it
You
had
came
just
during a
rained.
very good season,
No, it
by the
rained.
way.
It's not a season.
Yes.
Okay, I come from the western part of Uganda.
Okay.
And we are known to have water bodies and waterlogged situations. So when I arrived South Sudan, it was raining heavily because a very good woman from western part of Uganda was
Has come.
arriving in Juba.
Okay.
So it was a beautiful, warm welcome. They picked me from the flight, like on the aeroplane. There was a carpet. I can't tell you. Just now I felt important.
Everybody was like, okay,
I
Anna's
can't-
coming to Juba.
I can't wait to love you guys back tomorrow.
Yes. I mean, should we be expecting you to come to South Sudan from time to time
Just invite me and see.
after we invite you?
This is the first time I'm
the
being
first time
invited.
to South Sudan.
And
did
I
Did you
came.
ever think you had fans in South Sudan?
Yeah, you see them online. The demographics tell me I have lovers all over the world.
Yeah.
So I just hold my breath and wait to be invited.
Yes. Okay. Irene, what does it mean? Are you excited for tomorrow for the show and being with Anne on the same stage?
Of course. Look, the truth is, we grew up watching Anne comedy.
Sure. How old am I? What's going on here?
No, Anne Kansiime, honestly, you are one person that has made our childhood so beautiful, you know? Like, okay, you're not old. I understand.
No.
You're not
believe
old. Honestly, of course.
Yeah.
We short people will never grow old. we get-
Thanks.
Yeah.
Don't mention. So the truth is, I am so excited from the bottom of my heart. I'm so excited and so honored to be part of this show. And all thanks to Beletna Talk Show, because you guys gave me a big opportunity to meet her and to interact with her. And I believe tomorrow is going to be massive. It
Yes.
will be massive.
Okay, so for those that are listening right now on the radio, Anne Kansiime is with us in the studio, and she's coming for her very amazing show, which is going to be taking place tomorrow. And if you're not excited, you should be excited, because, as she says, she's going to be sharing some very, very things that we didn't really know about her.
And launching one of the biggest entertainment spaces, Gold Orchid. I don't think you've seen a show there yet.
Yeah,
Now
this
we
is
are
going to be the
going
very-
to pull down the curtain like Rwah!
Okay.
So come to Gold Orchid.
We should
tomorrow.
be expecting fire. All right, comedian Kiden, now you are going to be performing tomorrow on the stage. What should we be expecting from comedian Kiden?
Well, I will be excited because I'm going to perform, and you will expect a lot from me, because I'm sure and I'm very sure that the show will be very great, and the show will be because South Sudanese have that love for Aunt Kansiime, and they will come and they will make the show great.
Yes.
And what you expect from comedian Kiden will be what really your heart want, and also what you expect from Aunt Kansiime will be what really your heart want. And all of you will be excited, you will be happy as you're going home. I think even some of you will not go home, will go to the hotel with Aunt Kansiime.
Can I just say this? Like, I look at this girl and you're not even in my wildest dreams when I was 20. Like, I didn't think I could be like you at 20. Even when I was 25, I was that. I didn't have anything in my head that is compared to what I see when I see a vision. Have you ever seen someone, they are younger than you, way younger than you, but you want to be like them? Like, you want to grow into being
Into them.
them?
Yes.
That's what I was saying yesterday, and I will say it again today. I'm blessed. I'm honored to be sharing a stage with a 13-year-old female comedian.
Yes.
That usually I travel the world and get to perform with men. When it's women, it's one who's been in the business so long, they've been shoved onto the stage so that, please come back, come and perform. But a girl, 13, aren't you as old as South Sudan?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
actually.
Do you know what you're doing?
11.
You're 13,
It's amazing.
you're taller than me, your dreams are wider than me, and you stand and say, oh, I'm so glad I'm going to be with... I'm the one who is glad. Don't take my words. I'm the one who is glad to be sharing a stage with someone like you. I hope I live long to see you at 37, my friend. My God.
Amen.
My God. I would say I shared my stage with that girl.
I mean, that brings us to you when you were younger. Did you grow up like wanting to be a comedian? At that age, were you thinking like, okay, I want to be a comedian, but the time you were...
Like most African families, I don't think we are normal families. We are really very hilarious people. Very, very hilarious people. The blessing I have was for emulating my mother's storytelling skills. That woman never lost an argument, and I was paying attention. That's all.
Okay.
And may her soul rest in peace. But I think most, if not everything of who I am, I got from her just that she was in an era where comedians want a thing. Like, if you were a funny woman, then you were disrespectful, your mouth was always full. You know, can you just keep quiet and other people talk? I'm glad I'm in an era where speaking out was appreciated. And on that note, I wish women would actually join this space a little bit more. Comedy is healing. Women are naturals. Beledna as a show is here to really throw that light and encourage women to be stronger in their space. Like, you're not the situation you're in, you're the dreams you have. We shouldn't stop dreaming. And I hope tomorrow, when someone comes and sits in that audience and sees me perform, some of their dreams will be validated firmer in their ideologies.
I think I'll ask a question that cuts across everybody that's here.
Please do.
That question is, you as an entertainer, how do you think you convey messages to the people that are listening? Do you think that you're changing ideologies? Are you thinking that you're changing the community? Are you changing anything that was not the norm, especially for women? Since we're talking about, let's say in the case of women, or generally, but in the case of women in this case, do you think you have changed some mindsets where people usually like have very, like in South Sudan, for example, we're still in that transition of trying to push girls forward, trying to push for girl child education, stop early child marriages, forced marriages, trying to make sure that women have those spaces, have voices had. Do you use your platforms to make those changes? And how do you do that?
The beauty about the skits I do is the scenarios I get are from day to day. Even when you're watching it, I try to present myself like the normal. I don't doll myself up, so I want you to identify with me. And I do skits in our normal day-to-day scenarios. Back at home, how we eat, how we respect our elders, how you should behave as a visitor. Visitors that visit and don't want to go home. Who visits and puts 3 teaspoons in a cup of with this sugar price?
Yes.
Who does that? You know? I think that change, you will never know what change you're capable of. All you have to do is do and have a purpose for whatever it is you're doing. I believe my content has a purpose. By the time I do a skit, I'm passing on a message. If be it family planning, be it against domestic violence, be it anything. And keeping our social culture norms, the things that make us who we are. That's what all my content is about.
Yes.
So I don't know what change it has put out there, but when I create, that's what I create for.
Yeah, you have your purpose.
Yes.
But I think the change comes from the testimonies you get back, for example.
You play your
from
part.
from people that tell you.
Yeah.
And I think the most amazing thing about why people can relate to you, as you said, is just about the normal day-to-day life.
Please.
We usually watch them and we're dying because we can relate to that. Yes, I think one of the ones I watched was about the economy. I think you were at home with your husband and something like that about economy. And then there's another one that I watched about you in the saloon. Someone was about
those
massaging your man.
The neck is now in the shoulders. The head is now here, back in the back. You guys, these are things which make you question yourself. The next time your man goes to a spa, you want to send a spy to go and see which body part they are touching. These are things you can't talk about. But you see, if you're bothered by your man doing something like that, just get the skit and send it to them and be like, have a lovely day, baby.
Yeah.
He will know what you'll be thinking about when he goes for those spas.
Yes. And now let's ask you, Cliff, with the platform you have right now, what changes do you think you're making, especially in the context of, let's say, South Sudan, or in the context of women generally everywhere?
Okay, well, you know, as Boomerang Creatives, first of all, we are purely a South Sudanese company, and these different platforms that we create for the youth, we want them to showcase their talents. Some of these youth that we see now, you can find they have all this. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of great talent in South Sudan, but people do not have. They don't know where to go. They don't know whether it's artists, whether it's comedians, whether it's designers, any artistic person. What we do is create for them that platform. Our doors are normally always open, and we are looking at even giving back to the community. You know, some people may say that production of videos, skits and stuff might cost a pretty penny, but now we can create them for people. I'm not saying they're entirely free, but you can definitely walk into our doors and you can be able to nurture the talent
Work
that we
with
have.
you, yeah.
I hope it will be easier for this youngest female comedian
Definitely,
we have on our
definitely.
lineup
Yes.
to
It's
get
just
some party
amazing.
favors from you people. Like if they want to produce something.
Yes.
Yes.
Even after the show, they're really welcome. We can have more discussions about.
I
what
think we
went
need to
there.
record this so that there is
Definitely.
proof that you have the support that you need when I
Yes,
leave this
we
place.
definitely are here to support.
Okay, let's also hear from Irene. With the platform that you have, how are you supporting the women in South Sudan, or how are you making a change in the community with the platform that you have? You as an artist as well, you sing. Does your music change the community? Does it make any impact from what you think?
Well, my music, I believe it does, you know. Starting from Strength of a Woman, it's a song that actually it actually almost changed my life as a person, because and I believe it had an impact on very many women, and not even just women, even like it had an impact on men too, because this is something that, you know, talks about you trying to treat a woman right, because, you know, I learned how to send a message via my music and to tell people that they have a voice. Yeah, they can't speak out for themselves. I know that there are women that really can't speak for themselves, but one thing we should know, as ladies and as women, we have power and we have right to, you know, to say no to what's wrong and say yes to what's right. Yeah, there are a lot of things like the world's child. Like, I do music because I'm just not having fun with it. I also teach people with it. Yes, there are songs that come up and we just want to, you know,
For fun.
we just want to have fun.
You're young,
But, you know,
so you want to sing for the young people.
yeah, of
too.
course. But
Yeah.
then, you know, there are times when people get serious, you know. People have to get serious once in a while. And that's what I do when I see that I really need to do it, you get.
Yeah.
So we don't do music because of us. Sometimes we sing songs that actually don't, like, we don't have any experience. Like, we didn't go through all that, but then we sing because we know there are people going through that. So we just sing to encourage people, and I know my music, I'm doing that through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Kiden, how of course for you we already see the impact because you're young, you're courageous. I mean, you're changing the narrative. We see a lot about you, but from your own perspective, how do you see that you're making a change in South Sudan?
Well, according to me, I see I'm making change in South Sudan because I'm not only just a comedian, but also I'm standing as a child right education. I advise kids on Facebook and so on. Even my videos, my skits comedy, I talk about. By the end of the message, by the end of the skits comedy, I send a message to all children. Let them not think that if they have that talent, let them come up with the talent. And the only thing is, education is the priority. Don't let education down because education is very important. This is the message I'm sending to kids, not to leave education. Let them always go to school and let them also listen to their parents. This is the message I send when I'm doing my skits comedy, and even sometimes when I'm performing this stand-up comedy, I also send message because, you know, most of my age mates, and even if they are boys or girls, a lot of South Sudanese have that talent, but they cannot come out with it. And some of their parents think that talent is not good, that if you're now famous, you will stop studying, you will refuse school, but that's a lie. That's why I'm sending message to all parents. Let them leave kids to come up with their talent and also concentrate on school.
Okay, I don't know how many members of parliament you have as South Sudan, but you must have room for one more member of parliament. Let's just give kid to represent fellow kids.
Yeah.
Like, what is this?
Yeah.
This girl speaks and you keep nodding. You're like, I'll vote you, but you don't know whether she's standing or campaigning for anything.
Yes.
Well done, kid, man.
Thank you.
All right. So all of you tomorrow are going to be on the stage.
Yep.
So what one?
Oh, there's more. There are more people that are going
There
to
are
be
more
on
people,
stage
yeah.
tomorrow that are not here.
Yeah.
We have Fly. We have, I call her Susan. You called her what?
Yanas.
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 We have T Master. T Manager.
Manager.
T Manager. Who else?
We have Mako Boy.
Uh-huh.
We have Nita Baby.
And then we have Omara Daniel from Uganda. and Don Andre, and those are people who have even specials on Showmax.
Yeah.
Real quality. You're going to share the stage with real quality comedians.
Yes.
And I'm so glad to have shared those
I mean,
ones with you.
and talk to us about the comedy industry in Uganda right
Oh
now.
my God,
Tell us about it.
There's a comedy night every day of the week. Comedy has really grown back in Uganda. We are just hoping that we get more platforms like Beledna. We don't have very many platforms that are really promoting and focused on growing the female stand-up comedians. And we actually we have them, but I don't know how to explain it. That's why I know what's happening here. The fear for being as a woman, you feel like being a comedian. How will I stand on stage to make people laugh? People will think that I'm very unserious. But if you think that's the case, and you're coming to watch me on Sunday, me and you who is unserious, it's a serious business being a comedian. We pass on information softly and it lands sweetly.
Yes.
And there's information you cannot just pass on and people feel it when you speak sternly to them. But when someone is laughing, you can always pass an agenda when someone is laughing. You know, that's why they say smooth men make you laugh, 9 months later there's evidence. So if you want to pass on good information, make someone laugh and loosen up, and then tell them what you want to tell them. So what you've been asking actually makes a lot of sense. The things we do definitely affect the society. Because if you can shake them up and ease them into dancing, into laughing, then you can tell them what you wanted to tell them.
Yes.
So I feel like we are really very good platforms for you to communicate everything you want to communicate as entertainers.
And now let's talk about Chirbek invited you here. So how did you guys even make that happen? How did he make that happen?
Chirbek John, who is not here, I'm so glad that he risked and invited me, because I think he's the first person to invite me here. How did he do it? He just invited me, believe it or not. He said would like to host you, we do a show. He showed me what he did in the previous episode, and I was like, yeah, I want to be in that second episode. And because the show is dedicated to women, he got me at Hello. I had to come.
Yes. So you guys, the month for women was March. This was supposed to happen in March. And then now they've moved it here to April. So it's still dedicated to women in the month of April. Do you think it's still important to celebrate women after the women month?
Truth is, women should be celebrated on Christmas, on April Fool's Day, on May 17th, random days throughout the year. A woman should be celebrated every day. We can come back next month and still do a show in celebration of women. The celebration for women is endless. We were lucky. We wanted to put it in March, and we had issues not getting the venue that we wanted, and things didn't settle. But we didn't give up. That's why we are doing it tomorrow.
Yes.
Any day can be Women's Day.
Any day can be Women's Day. Okay. Of course, the people listening right now, and I think they want to be part of the show as well. Let's not cut them off. I don't know if Beledna is willing to give some free tickets.
It depends. We have a few questions. Let's see what they know about the show.
Okay. Someone right here is saying, yeah, we have some people following us live, and that is Makwit is saying, let me come and perform here. He's in Khartoum, Sudan. Okay, someone is saying, Anne Kansiime, please allow me to see Atho Selassie live, please.
Oh, come to Uganda. Come to my Ugandan home, and you will spend a day with Selassie Atho.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, someone here is saying, Kansiime, my South Sudan driver license. He's making jokes.
Expired?
Yeah, it expired.
Refuse. You have my video on standby. If an officer stops you, just tell them to give you a minute and they watch it with you. You'll end up in prison, but you'll have made the officer laugh.
Yeah. All right, then there's a lot of people following us live. I want to say thank you so much. Someone right there is, I want a ticket to come tonight because I don't want to miss this show tomorrow, watching you live from Egypt. So he wants to fly from Egypt to Juba tonight. All right, thank you so much for following and being part of today's show. I'm also going to be giving someone who's listening right now that would want to communicate with the very special comedian from Uganda, that is Anne Kansiime. She is in South Sudan. Before we ask her what's her favorite South Sudanese dish, if she has eaten any South Sudanese food, we don't know, but we can give another caller a chance and connect with our guest in the studio. The number remains the same, and it's 0922 986 986 او 0911 986 986. ممكن تتواصل معنا في الاستوديو. معنا آن كانسيمة، هي من يوغندا، هي كوميديا وهي هسه معنا في الاستوديو. بكره عندها برنامج حيكون جميل شديد، هي ما حتكون بعدها، حتكون مع كتير من جنوبيين تانيين حيكونوا on stage.
I love you too. That's all I hear when you guys speak Arabic. I'm like,
I mean, Kansiime, you're one of the few people, I'm sorry to say this like this, but it has to be said. You're one of the few people that actually gets South Sudan right. Someone mentioned it earlier. It was like, Kansiime can say South Sudan. She doesn't get it mixed up. Like, people get it mixed up.
I passed geography. I know my things. I know what is where.
Yeah.
I had issues when I was posting and saying I'm coming to South Sudan, and everyone was like, are you going to be okay? And my question to them was, are you okay? You who is asking me. There's nothing wrong with South Sudan.
Yeah.
If anything, I hope I shed that light. I hope by the time I leave this place, someone knows it's okay to come here and be loved by Junubin.
Yeah. I mean, how do you remain so down to earth and you are...
I'm a short person. I have nowhere else to be. I'm down to earth, just where I am. If you tripped me, I wouldn't fall.
Yes.
We are that short. Short people have an advantage.
All right, let me give some of our callers a chance. Maybe they want to connect also with the Beledna guys that are here. More is here representing iRadio.
They are shy.
So sorry about that. الرقم هو نفسه and it remains the same. The number you can join us in the studio right now. وتتكلم مع comedian and Kansiime وبرضه comedian Kiden, who is the youngest female comedian in South Sudan, Irene Toast, who just came out of nowhere. We're happy by that. We're going to talk about that some other time. We're going to be having a private chat. And we have Cliff as well, and he is Boomerang Creatives, yes, and he is with us here in the studio.
We have someone who was asking that they want tickets.
Yes.
Before we can give out free tickets, maybe we can have Stephen here from Beledna tell us how much the tickets go for.
Yes.
Yeah, once again, thank you. If you're listening to us or even watching us live right now, as I said earlier, this is very exciting event. If you still don't have a ticket, please go get yourself a ticket. Grab yourself a ticket. And of course, it's affordable. We're talking about, for ordinary, you only pay $15. In SSP, you can also pay. We are not only saying
in dollars.
In dollars, yeah. So you can pay 14,000
Yeah.
SSP.
Oh, okay.
For a table VIP, you pay $50. And then there's also a package. You can actually pay $400.
And those ones going to take me home.
For a table of 8,
Just
imagine you bring all your friends, your family.
Family,
Yeah, exactly. And you sit together as a family and laugh, and enjoy the show.
And actually, for the people buying family tables, we are spending time together after the show. We have a mini let's take photo ops are for people who are going to call all their relatives, want to take portraits after. We'll get a meet and greet after the show.
Exactly.
Yes. And okay, that's amazing. We're going to be coming for that. Are you going to be giving free tickets?
Now, let's ask questions. I don't want anybody to take anything for free.
Yes, okay. She understands the business, so there's no need for free tickets. And some already is saying it's so good to see Anne with our young generational women, where women are empowered, societies are lifted out of bondage. Watching you live from Boyogere.
Boyogerere in Uganda.
It's in Uganda. Your Ugandan fans are also here, by the way. Yes, and someone right here is saying, following us live, watching live from Nairobi, and that is, can you give her kudra and combo?
I would like to eat kudra. What's kudra?
Kudra is a South Sudanese dish. Yeah.
What is it made of?
The green.
It's greens
I
and
love.
meat.
Yes.
Have you had any South Sudanese dish yet?
No, not
I don't know
yet.
if the Beledna guys
Not yet, but that's what I'm having for lunch.
You're called Beledna and you have not given her the South Sudanese
Oh
experience.
no, it's for this lunch.
Yeah, it's for this lunch today. Okay, we'll be waiting for your feedback. Maybe on the show you give us feedback about the South Sudanese food. We're waiting for that. Yeah. All right, then it's amazing having you in the studio. And you talked about the tickets. There's ordinary, there's VIP, and there's the VVIP. The table for 8 people.
That's $400.
Yeah. So the ordinary person can just pay in SSP how much?
14,000.
14,000.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, like, if you want to get yourself the ticket right now, we have points where we're actually selling these tickets. You can go to Phoenix. Phoenix is just behind Phoenicia. That's in Tomping or Kololo. So you can go to Phoenix.
You have Kololo, eh? Okay.
Yeah, around just next to Kampala University. So you can go there and grab yourself a ticket. You can also go to Boomerang offices. It's along Airport Road.
Yes.
Yes, that's in Tomping. You can also go to Sedeco building. There's an office actually in the first floor. That's Jazz. So you can also grab yourself a ticket from there. Otherwise,
And
for
when I'm
people who
tell-
are also listening, yes, there are also numbers you can actually call, and they can, for your convenience, they can actually drop for you a ticket wherever you are.
Come on.
Yes, so the numbers you can call here are 0980 337295. The other number is 0926 550105. So please, you can call these numbers wherever you are. These guys will respond to you in a minute.
Sorry, to be clear, where is the show? Where is Gold Orchid? Can you direct them to where Gold Orchid is?
Gold Orchid, it's just right behind Sahara. You remember the former Sahara Hotel? That's in Gabat. Yes, that's in Gabat. It's actually not far from the main road. So just behind Sahara, that's where Gold Orchid is.
What time
It's
is
a
the show
beautiful place.
starting?
Yes.
It's a
the time
beautiful
is
place.
very, very important.
It is. So this time we're actually serious about time. We want to make sure that we manage this event, to the best. So gates open at 5 on Sunday. Gates open at 5. And please, the most even exciting thing is, Monday is actually a public holiday. So you don't need to worry about, I'm going to go out and Monday is work and all that.
And the show is a family-friendly show. So
Exactly.
feel free to bring your grandmother and your granddaughter.
That's it.
Okay.
So that they all sit on the same table.
Yes. I mean, mentioning that, I have something that I was telling you earlier about. My little sister wants to come. She's so bad.
I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah, she can't wait
And she
to
gives
meet
me back my
Kansiime.
10K.
Yes, they have a story, and she's like, make sure you tell this to Aunt Kansiime, by the way. What you did to her was very nice, and she still remembers it up to date. That's the thing
I
about
just pay back my money.
your money. You want back your money. All right. In the studio, of course, we're joined by amazing guests, and that is Aunt Kansiime, and we also have Cliff, and we have Irene Toes and comedian Kiden. Thank you so much for coming and joining me on this hour. Before we let you go, we want you to give your message to anybody that is listening to you right now. What do you want to let them know? Oh, I don't know who to start first. Okay, and you'll be the last. I know we talk too much, so we'll give you the time. So let's start. We start with the youngest in the room, which is comedian Kiden. Risalata kilenas, Halian.
Well, my message to all South Sudanese is kan leyat sukarin wala nas kubar wala lo mahatan bezden wala ta kungal fina kabukurin na bukunin dana show fi Gold Orchid wala derin tum kulu kere jaf le support bitakun le because to me she's a mother. I will call her a mother. Leo maternal jam in Uganda. Oya Beisim and Kansiime, the queen of comedy Africa. And beginning Murtashe this kanana intokun the same love you show for all South Sudanese. Kereta kumkamanu agder wedi muhabade kaman le and Kansiime Ashan kamano be feel at home, let her feel at home, and I know that asida kila ogi feel at home. Murtashe liana sidofi for go South Sudan. Ula kulu nasani do talent, come out with the talent. Liana ana varif itum bitala to kumbiwonu so na manena bosul for go level ta umatena and Kansiime baki kaman side na barifu o bigeni in the bana sawa o bigeni manna sawa o baki der wedile na support to kaman to all South Sudanese, please come out with the talent and we be together.
All right. What else do I have to say? She said literally everything. So
Speak for the artists
no, actually,
that will be there.
we have a lot of artists performing tomorrow. Most of them, actually, we are all your favorite artists. So I don't know what's going to stop you from coming. And you already know the queen of comedy is in. Like, what's stopping you? You're not going to regret paying that money, You won't regret paying that money because you will have fun. You laugh out, and you laugh out your stress, So please, let's turn up. There's Marco Boy, there's Nita Baby, there is T Manager, there's your girl, Irene Toes. There are a lot of people coming through. So please, there's Yanas, and you already know what it is. So please, let's turn up and make this massive. Trust me, you won't regret.
All right, Cliff.
I mean, what else is there to say? We have these beautiful artists here. For me, I look at it more like edutainment. I really, really liked what she said. So you have Beledna putting it together for you. You have Boomerang giving you top quality production. And most of all, you have the queen of comedy here. So what else can we say? Come on, come on.
South Sudan, I know you love me. Yeah? Because I love you too. I know you love me. My demographics tell me that you're crazy about me. Now let's show each other tomorrow. Just show up tomorrow and let's get to know each other better. I don't mind staying here a little longer, but I need to know you better. Just tell me you're coming tomorrow so that I tell you what I've planned for you.
All right, that is Anne Kansiime here in the studio, Arintos comedian Kiden. And Cliff, thank you so much for joining us and being part of today's show. I appreciate your time and I appreciate you being here. For those of you who are listening right now, Anne Kansiime is in town and she's going to be shutting it down tomorrow on a very, very amazing show. That is Belena. Thank you so much, Moi, also for being here representing Chirbek, who's not with us in the studio, but he is out there and I know he's listening somewhere. We cannot wait to turn up for the amazing show that is meant to bring South Sudanese together. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
We have to do the challenge.